the former vice presidents of the Republic of Zambia, former first ladies, cabinet ministers present, the provincial minister for Lusaka province, Honorable Sheo Muliata MP, the acting secretary to the cabinet, Dr. Oliver Mubita Kalabo, Your Worship, the mayor of the city of Lusaka, Ms. Chilando Chitangala, members of parliament present, members of the UPND Alliance Council of Presidents, members of the United Party for National Development National Management Committee, leaders of political parties present, senior government officials present, Your Excellencies, the ambassadors and high commissioners accredited to the Republic of Zambia, the District Commissioner for Lusaka, Mrs. Rose Zulu.
Our distinguished recipients of honors and awards, members of the clergy, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, may we simply say all protocols observed. Welcome to Zambia's 59th independence anniversary, and we hope, we pray that we will have a great time together as we look back at the 59 years of Zambia's journey to where it is today. We wish for all of us, as we start to look at Zambia's 59 years as a milestone, and we'll force all of you to clap for that.
And to our brothers and sisters from Tanzania, we say, Karibu Sana.
I'm impressed. To be your directors of ceremonies for this afternoon, we're privileged to have this opportunity. It is really an honor. My name is Franklin Tambo Jr.
My name is Nawalia Vlahakis.
And together, the three of us, as you can see, my friend here is carrying another future Zambian. In fact, in the next few months, she will lose her independence.
I'm not sure if it's future Zambian, though.
Oh, okay. It's future what?
Already a Zambian.
I see. Well, it's nice to see the warm relations between Zambia and Tanzania getting strengthened by this particular occasion. And distinguished ladies and gentlemen, especially for our visiting president, I think she deserves a round of Zambian welcome to the Republic of Zambia. We love you. We love the Serengeti. We love Mount Kilimanjaro. And we love the fact that a lot of us get confused when it comes to which one is the capital city of Tanzania.
I totally understand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you know how many people are saying Dar es Salaam right now?
How many Dar es Salaam? Hands up.
Be honest. In 1974, it changed to Dodoma. And it's nice to share this knowledge. What do we have today?
Indeed, we have a lot lined up. Franklin, today is also about recognizing our forefathers, including the gallant men and women that sacrificed for these two beautiful countries, Zambia and Tanzania, to attain independence. The Kenneth Kaunda of our history comes to mind. The Julius Nyerere comes to mind. It's a beautiful day to embrace our history and see what we can do as a country to move forward in prosperity in line with our theme for today, which is accelerating national development through equitable distribution of resources.
Do you know what the two presidents have in common? They were both elected in 2021. Isn't that special? With a round of applause.
And of course, they continue to share a lot of ideas around how they can bring development to the two countries. It's good to see them together, and I know that the two countries are definitely forging ahead in prosperity. Well, Franklin, talking about what is coming up, we are going to have a dose of entertainment, but of course, today is also about recognizing the people in our country that are doing their very best to ensure that this country is prosperous. We will have an investiture and honors ceremony, a very special segment that marks independence.
For now, let's all individually appreciate Zambia's 59th independence anniversary. Look at the person next to you, across you, and wish them Zambia a happy anniversary, happy independence. Let's be friendly with each other.
And tell them one Zambia, one nation, one people.
Let us entertain you. We have lots and lots of entertainment, and if you are not careful, I might even sing. But that would be too risky. What is the entertainment plan like?
So our first dose of entertainment, ladies and gentlemen, please do stand by for Divine Choir, which will then be followed by another dose of entertainment from the Air Power Cultural Group.
And immediately after that, we will go into the investiture ceremony. For now, relax, sit back, reflect on where the country is coming from and where indeed it is being taken. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for our first act.
Ziko la mutendere, ziko la Zambia, Yehova mulengi anatipasa. Ziko la mutendere, ziko la Zambia, Yehova mulengi anatipasa. Tisebenzele pamozi, lubelekele amo, chino chishi cha Zambia, ni chetu twense. Tisebenzele pamozi, lubelekele amo, chino chishi cha Zambia, ni chetu twense. Moneni fintulesa atupela, ubumi atupela, umutende atupela, imimana atupela, nefinama atupela, chino chishi cha Zambia, ni chetu twense. Tingakale tipusa na mitundu, pesinjisi ja Zambia, chijesu tonse. One Zambia, one nation, united we stand, divided we fall. Tiende pamozi tigwirizane, tiende pamozi tigwirizane. Tiende pamozi tigwirizane, tiende pamozi tigwirizane. One Zambia, one nation, chino chishi cha Zambia, ni chetu twense.
That was the Divine Trumpet Ministries from SDA singing Tiende Pamozi. Up next, the Air Power Cultural Group, and they're singing what they're calling a masterpiece. And it's all about being one, being united, one Zambia, one nation. Let's put our hands together for Air Power Cultural Group.
Vama za Zambia. Tupagulumba kuli babo bataligona gutegwa jisizo za Zambia jibalu muno jibalu gamantano. Mbulibo agamba gali basigale kuti munyomwe tauja injina. Bubaga bona bagaunda aba Simon Mwansaga pepe kuti gatuberegera ntomwe. Muri jejo bazeri baleri basubajishe jino ja Zambia bamba kuti gatubola tuberegera ntomwe gatusegerera ntomwe gamubola nyonse no bana Zambia tusegerera ntomwe ejino nchijise su.
We want to thank you for the guest of honor.
Very nice, very nice, very nice. Very nice. Air Power Cultural Group with what they call a masterpiece, a combination of what Zambia has to offer. And as you know, this country, 73 tribes, and at that point, it brought all the 10 provinces together. And until a few days ago, I was very sure that every time it is said that, oh, Zambia has 73 tribes, that we are a country with the most tribes. Until the president of Tanzania came. Then I realized that no, it is not us. In Tanzania, they have over 100. 100.
100.
Yes, indeed. As we boast with 73. 100. And guess what? They are united. Like Zambia. Isn't that beautiful?
It is beautiful. And as earlier said, the two countries definitely have a lot in common.
And you see, when the president of the United Republic of Tanzania was coming, one of the things that I initially struggled with was her name. You have no idea. The whole night, tonight for me it was Samia Suluhu Hassan. Samia Suluhu Hassan. Samia Suluhu
And what
Hassan.
was the conclusion?
President Hassan.
We'll keep it that way. That makes your job and mine easy, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
What's next?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will now get into another segment of our program, which is the investiture of honors and awards by the President of the Republic of Zambia, Mr. Hakainde. And to lead that important segment is the Principal Private Secretary to the President, Mr. Bradford Majila. Let's give him a round of applause.
Investiture ceremony, Independence Day celebrations, 24th October 2023, State House, Lusaka.
The Order of the Eagle of Zambia 3rd Division.
To my trusty and well-beloved, Njengambaso, David, Jere, Kapotino Kuzwayo, His Royal Highness Chief Mpezeni IV.
Tenkosi mankosi. Vae tengwe nyama. Sikuze miti. Eweka pezuru. Kama kesha salem zileni. Bez nyao ezinde. Bevuse skuku. Sama buto wezito. Zet kwa right kwe. Abantu basonile. Inkosi kawaishelange sibuko. Umpeze njenge mbaso. Ingo nyama ya benguni. Ibu besi ya kidi. Vae tenkosi. Kakunete zekile. Waibuselezo lake. Konyaka zela mambuka. Na wange bomshobo. Tiawana be mtolabo. Intulo vanda ngodonga. Kwe Endom tengula, inkanyezi ya kiti, yakanyezela mazwe boke, ilange upumelezi ngande, iya pezulu, nemsewe chansa, ispatarinye, ilebele nayo kamalembe, kwa ukalipa, mkwa kokondire, ungashishiza we ulendela yo, vae tengozi ya mankosi, vae tengwe nyama.
His Excellency Mr. Jankowski Jasek, Mr. Philip Pascal, posthumously. Greetings. I, Hakainde Hichilema, President of the Sovereign Republic of Zambia and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Force of the Republic of Zambia, having regard to your services, do by this warrant award you the Order of the Eagle of Zambia, 3rd Division, given under my hand at Lusaka this 24th day of October 2023. Hakainde Hichilema, President.
His Royal Highness Chief Mpezeni IV.
As Royal Highness Chief Mpezeni IV, you have been on the throne for 40 years, having been coronated Chief Mpezeni IV on 26th of June 1982, whereby you have been a pivotal person in ensuring that your people are agriculture orientated. As in Kosi Amakosi Mpezeni's IV, your reign has outlasted at least 6 Zambian political regimes, and it has been a historical reign, whereby another highlight of your reign was being invited to witness the coronation of the new Zulu king, King Misizulu Kwazelitini, in 2022. Back home, you are the one who coronated all the other Amakosi under your reign. Your unifying spirit in the kingdom of the Ngonis, and indeed the whole nation, is worthy of special commendation.
Ngonyama wakwatele izilo zobukali intwelete mputuko intwelete mpumelelo bethumanyeke ndudumela kwazama samomhlaba bokelo mnupoziphi ebanga elide wayamaduzane bechabe mkondo belona sapangwa emapheleni bechabe mkondo belona soshangane emapheleni bechabe mkondo belona oswide emapheleni bechabe mkondo belona kalanga emapheleni bechabe mkondo waete nkosi yamankosi waete ngonyama waete nkosi waete nkosi yamankosi waete
Jacek Jakonski.
Whereby you have organized and coordinated several high-level meetings and visits between the European Union and Zambia. One of such was the historical address to the European Parliament by the President of the Republic of Zambia, being the first Zambian president to address the European Parliament in June 2022. You coordinated the following. 1. Handover of Zambia Medicines Regulatory Authority, ZAMRA, state-of-the-art National Medicines Quality Control Laboratory by the European Union Commissioner for International Partnerships, and the first ever business forum in May 2022, and you also led a delegation from Bank BJK and ASECO Group for a joint venture partnership with Zampos Group to modernize its services, whereby you organized the following: the signing of the MOU for the Forest Partnership, the reintroduction of budget support amounting to 60 million euros. You secured an extra 30 million euros for the Kariba Dam Rehabilitation Project. You mobilized a further 20 million euros for smallholder farmers to mitigate the effects of the food security crisis, and you facilitated the rapid response to COVID-19 in Zambia and secured European Union contribution to the United Nations Development Plan Basket Fund. You helped launch an initiative called Natwapane to stop sexual and gender-based violence. You also actively engaged in evacuating 150 Zambian students from Ukraine. Your commitment and determination in ensuring the country is uplifted is worthy of special commendation.
Philip Pascal posthumously.
The late Mr. Philip Pascal was born in southern Rhodesia, now Zimbabwe, in 1947. Having co-founded First Quantum, FQM, in 1996, the late Mr. Pascal served as its chairman and chief executive officer from its inception until 2022. He instilled an entrepreneurial and bold culture that saw the company grow from a 10,000 tons tailing reprocessor at the Bwanamukubwa project. In 1997, Mr. Pascal acquired Kansanshi mine and turned the enterprise into one of the world's largest copper producers, with operations spanning 5 continents and employing more than 20,000 people globally. He later saw value in the closed down and abandoned Kansanshi copper mine and developed it to be one of the largest mines in Zambia, with significant contribution in tax revenue. He further went to Kalumbila and built the Trident mine from inception and added to it the nickel enterprise, which became the largest in Africa. His contribution in the mining industry in the country is worthy of special commendation.
The Grand Companion Order of Freedom, 2nd Division.
To my trusty and well-beloved John Akim Banda, posthumously, greetings. I, Hakainde Hichilema, President of the Sovereign Republic of Zambia and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Force of the Republic of Zambia, having regard to your services, do by this warrant award you the Grand Companion Order of Freedom, 2nd Division, given under my hand at Lusaka this 24th day of October, 2023. Hakainde Hichilema, President.
John Akim Banda, posthumously.
Whereby he contributed to the struggle for independence. Born on the 11th November 1929, the late John Akim Banda was an active member of the African National Congress, and he later joined the United National Independence Party, UNIP, led by the late Mr. Harry Mwanga Nkumbula and the late Dr. Kenneth David Kaunda. His active involvement in political activities culminated in a strong unity, which included government workers, and this forced the colonial government to declare a state of emergency and later led into the country gaining its independence on the 24th of October, 1964. His resilience and determination in seeing that our country attains independence is worthy of special recognition.
The Grand Companion Order of Freedom, 3rd Division.
To my trusty and well-beloved, Akapelwa, Matia Ngalande, greetings. I, Hakainde Hichilema, President of the Sovereign Republic of Zambia and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Force of the Republic of Zambia, having regard to your services, do by this warrant award you the Grand Companion Order of Freedom, 2nd Division, given under my hand at Lusaka this 24th day of October 2023. Hakainde Hichilema, President.
Akapelwa.
Whereby you played a major role in the liberation struggle as a youth. Born on the 25th June 1945 in Mongu District, Western Province, you used to covertly go with other freedom fighters on campaign trails, sensitizing masses on the need for freedom. Due to your involvement in the liberation struggle, you and your fellow youth were arrested and locked up in cells for booing Soroy Welensky. Apart from being a freedom fighter, you also worked in the Zambia army and meritoriously served the country as a soldier for 25 years until you retired on the 31st of May, 1985. Your dedication and commitment to see that the country attained independence and your dedication to duty in the army is worthy of special commendation.
Matia Ngalande.
Whereby you served the country as a freedom fighter from 1952 up to 1964. Born on the 2nd June 1932 in Kasempa, Northwestern Province, you joined the government as a clerk. After independence, you served as High Commissioner to Ghana and Nigeria in 1964 and 1966, respectively. In 1968, you were appointed Minister for Luapula Province, and in 1969, Minister of State for Foreign Affairs. You were appointed as Head of Mission to Egypt in 1970, Kenya in 1974, and Saudi Arabia in 1979, whereby you were one of the co-founders of the multi-party democracy, where you became Member of Parliament for Mufumbwe and Deputy Minister in the Ministries of Community Development, Communications and Transport, and Office of the Vice President until your retirement in 1996. Your contribution towards the country's independence and dedication to duty deserve special commendation.
Order of Distinguished Service, 1st Division.
To my trusty and well-beloved, William Mutale Chanda, posthumously, Ambassador Lazarus Kapambwe, Newton Mutane Kelwa, Justice Irene Chirwa Mambilima, posthumously. Greetings. I, Hakainde Hichilema, President of the Sovereign Republic of Zambia and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Force of the Republic of Zambia, having regard to your services, do by this warrant award you Order of Distinguished Service, 1st Division, given under my hand at Lusaka this 24th day of October 2023. Hakainde Hichilema, President.
William Mutale Chanda, posthumously.
Whereby the late Professor William Mutale Chanda made massive contributions as a renowned academician who had passion for his work in his years of service at the University of Zambia. He served for over 40 years as a lecturer until he rose to the position of Vice Chancellor, whereby he was appointed as Commissioner to the Constitutional Review Commission in 2003 and the Salaries Review Commission in 2010, and served as a member of the Board of Governors of the Policy Monitoring and Research Center from 2012 until his untimely demise. He directed the rehabilitation of the lighting system at the university. The system had not been functioning for 15 years, and it is now fully functional, whereby late Professor Chanda initiated and coordinated the establishment of the United Nations University Institute for Natural Resources, and it now earns the university $50,000 per year. In appreciation for his contribution to the School of Mines, the University of Zambia has named the Rock Mechanics Laboratory in the school after his name. His contribution to the School of Mines and general academics at the University of Zambia is worthy of special commendation.
Ambassador Lazarus Kapambwe.
Whereby you have served the government for over 40 years with vast administrative and managerial experience as head of various departments. You rose through the ranks until reaching the position of permanent secretary in 2001. You have represented the country as ambassador in Washington, D.C., Germany, and Ethiopia, and twice as ambassador and permanent representative of Zambia to the United Nations, New York. You served as special advisor to the African Union's Southern African Development, SADC Community, Great Lakes and Intergovernmental Authority for Development. You are appointed by the President of the United Nations General Assembly to co-chair an open-ended working group on the causes of the world financial crisis of 2008 to 2009, and you successfully provided recommendations on how to prevent similar occurrences. Your commitment and dedication to your duties in representing and serving Zambia is worthy of special commendation.
Newton Mutanekelo.
Whereby you rendered 32 years of unbroken service to the government. You were the first director of the Examinations Council of Zambia until your retirement in 2007. You made the following achievements in the area of examination assessment in Zambia. You designed the development of the Examinations Council Act of 1983, the transitioning of public school examinations from Cambridge in the United Kingdom to Zambia, and the National Qualifications Framework and National Qualifications Authority. At international, continental, and regional levels, you ensured that the Examinations Council of Zambia was affiliated to professional bodies. You are the founder member of the Association for Educational Assessment in Africa and ensured that the Examinations Council of Zambia was the primary member. Your contribution to the education and examination sector in the country is indeed worthy of special commendation.
Irene Chirwa Mamilima posthumously.
Whereby the late Irene Chirwa Mambilima rendered outstanding services to the nation. She was the first female Chief Justice, and she contributed immensely to the legal fraternity and the development of the justice systems in Zambia and beyond. The late Irene Mambilima graduated from the University of Zambia with a Bachelor of Law degree in 1976. She was appointed state advocate and admitted to the Zambian bar in 1977. Between 1981 and 1984, she was legal advisor to the government on various bilateral agreements with other countries, including Joint Permanent Commission in Zambia and abroad. During the same period, she was legal advisor to the government loan negotiating teams on various occasions at the World Bank in Washington, D.C., whereby she held several positions as follows: Chief Justice of the Republic of Zambia, Supreme Court Judge, Chairperson Emeritus Electoral Commission of Zambia, Chairperson of the Editorial Board, Council for Law Reporting, Supreme Court Judge, Session of the Supreme Court of Gambia, Chairperson for the Council of Zambia, of the Council of the Zambia Institute of Advanced Legal Education, ZIALE, Vice President, Zambia Association of Women Judges, Board Member for Commonwealth Judicial Education Institute, Halifax, Canada, and Coordinator for the Jurisprudence of Equality Program in the Zambia Judiciary. Her immense contribution to the legal fraternity and the development of judicial systems in the nation and beyond is indeed worthy of special recognition.
Order of Distinguished Service, Second Division.
To my trusty and well-beloved Danny Muvanga, posthumously, greetings. I, Hakainde Hichilema, President of the Sovereign Republic of Zambia and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces of the Republic of Zambia, having regard to your services, do by this warrant award you Order of Distinguished Service, Second Division, given under my hand at Lusaka this 24th day of October, 2023. Hakainde Hichilema, President.
Danny Mwanga, posthumously.
Whereby the late Danny Mwanga held the position of Surveyor General from 1998 to February 2014 when he retired. The late Danny Mwanga advocated the Light Detection and Ranging Survey, a remote sensing technology used to map the surface of the boundary area to depict a watershed. After that, he, together with his Malawian counterpart, coordinated the construction of the boundary pillars and mapping of the entire Zambia-Malawi international boundary from Vubwi to Nakonde, a distance covering 980 kilometers. Whereby during one of the sensitization assignments, one vehicle got stuck on an elevated, rotten makeshift bridge in Isoka district. The vehicle remained hanging in the middle of the stream, posing danger to the driver and officers inside. He single-handedly and fearlessly ordered everyone out, got the keys, and drove the vehicle to safety, thereby saving lives of his fellow officers while risking his own, and work continued thereafter. His commitment and determination to serve the country and to save the lives of other officers is worthy of special recognition.
The President's insignia of meritorious achievement.
To my trusty and well-beloved Albert Chituka, greetings. I, Hakainde Hichilema, President of the Sovereign Republic of Zambia and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Force of the Republic of Zambia, having regard to your services, do by this warrant award you the President's insignia of meritorious achievement, given under my hand at Lusaka this 24th day of October 2023. Hakainde Hichilema, President.
Albert Chituka.
Whereby you have served in the Ministry of Education for 30 years. You improved Chipembe Girls Secondary School production unit, and it has been consistent for 5 years. At the Agricultural and Commercial Show, the school managed to scoop the following best awards: beef production, breeding bull and heifer, school production unit, and climate-smart agriculture practices in view of the climate change. The school has won prizes for 4 years consecutively. Through the income generation activities, 100% scholarships were given to local vulnerable girls in Chief Chamuka's chiefdom, helping to reduce early girl-child pregnancies and marriages. In 2011, you created a unique Chipembe Girls School farm model comprising 101 beef cattle, an annual stock of 10,000 broiler chickens. As a result of these improvements, Chipembe Girls has been recognized by the Food and Agricultural Organization to host the 2023 World Food Day. In 2010, you initiated the school's 5-year strategic plan, and the school was crowned the Center of Excellence, both in academic and agriculture. Your hard work and contribution towards the improvement of the school, both in agriculture and academics, is worthy of special recognition.
The President's insignia of recognition.
To my trusty and well-beloved Sampa Tembo. Greetings. I, Hakainde Hichilema, President of the Sovereign Republic of Zambia and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Force of the Republic of Zambia, having regard to your services, do by this warrant award you the President's insignia of recognition. Given under my hand at Lusaka, this 24th day of October, 2023. Hakainde Hichilema, President.
Sampa Tembo.
Whereby you are Sampa the Great, and you continue to contribute to the raising of Zambia's musical status on the global platform. From your rigorous tours, appearances, and collaborations, you are the country's flag carrier. Your breakthrough in music came in 2019 through Project Birds and the B9, which won the coveted Australian Music Prize and also the release of the debut album, The Return. You are the recipient of 3 ARIA Awards, thereby making you the first musician to achieve the feat and becoming a BET Amplified Artist of the Month. The release of your debut album, The Return, in 2019, changed everything for you, becoming the recipient of 3 ARIA Awards and landing the 2019 Australian Music Prize. You recently launched your latest album titled So Above, So Below in Zambia, whereby in 2022 you received a special award at the Ngoma Awards and featured on the new trailer for Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, that was released in 2022. On 19th April 2023, you've performed your song, Let Me Be Great, featuring Angelique Kidjo from the album As Above, So Below, on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. The performance showcased your talent and unique style and helped to increase your visibility and fan base. Your contribution to the music industry, both locally and abroad, deserves special recognition.
The President's insignia of honor.
To my trusty and well-beloved Ruth Kalumba, Major Moses Masumba, posthumously, Jocelyn Tichidi Chiseenge Ndlovu. Greetings. I, Hakainde Hichilema, President of the Sovereign Republic of Zambia and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Force of the Republic of Zambia, having regard to your services, do by this warrant award you the President's insignia of honor, given under my hand at Lusaka this 24th day of October, 2023. Hakainde Hichilema, President.
Ruth Kalumba.
Whereby you displayed courage, empathy, and bravery to a point of risking your life. On the fateful day of 21st January 2023, around 05 hours, you encountered a situation of a reported dumped baby which was thrown in a pit latrine by an unknown mother. Out of compassion, being a mother yourself, you gathered courage with the support of the local community and volunteered to go inside the pit latrine. A few moments later, the baby was rescued and handed over to the hospital authorities for medical attention. The baby has since been handed over to the government authorities and is doing fine. You are greatly commended for your exhibition of bravery, and your heroic act of rescuing the dumped baby deserves special mention.
Moses Masumba posthumously.
Whereby the late Major Moses Masumba worked for the Zambia Flying Doctor Service for 21 years and rose to the position of Chief Pilot of the Aviation Department. He flew more than 6,582 hours, transporting medical personnel, undertaking routine medical outreach to people, and emergency aeromedical evacuations to save lives in the rural and hard-to-reach areas. Unfortunately, on the 5th May 2010, his career was cut short while picking up the medical team at Chembe Airstrip. He was ambushed by 3 serial killers who later came to be known as the Mailoni brothers. The late Major Masumba was killed, and his co-pilot was the one who flew the aircraft back with the rest of the medical team. His immense contribution to ensuring government-delivered medical services to rural and hard-to-reach areas up to the point of losing his life is indeed worthy of special commendation.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Jocelyn Yichidi Chisengi Ndlovu.
Whereby you served the Zambia Flying Doctor Service from 2008 to 2013 as a pilot. On the 3rd May 2010, the team flew out from Ndola to Luano Valley in Central Province, where a team of medical personnel was dispatched to carry out medical outreach activities. On 5th May 2010, you were at the time a co-pilot who flew back together with the deceased Major Masumba when the pilots were ambushed by the 3 serial killer brothers, the Mailoni brothers. After the death of Major Masumba, you courageously decided to fly the aircraft under very difficult circumstances because you were just on attachment. You flew the aircraft with the body of the deceased and other team members who were injured. Your bravery and courage saved the team and the aircraft from further attacks from the Mailoni brothers and is indeed worthy of special recognition. Mr. President, Your Excellency Dr. Samia Hassan, President of the United Republic of Tanzania, the First Lady, Mrs. Mtinta Hichilema. This marks the end of the investiture ceremony. I thank you.
A big hand, a big hand, a big hand, a big hand. Let's congratulate all the recipients. Let's congratulate them fully, indeed. The show of courage, dedication to the cause of humanity being positive. And I'm sure that the 16 of them will have something worth celebrating. Life, huh? Just because... Anyway, there's rumor that President Hassan directed that you get an umbrella. How true is that rumor?
All I can say is that this is inclusivity in actual practice.
Inclusivity?
Yes.
I'm excluded right now. Well, it's care, I suppose.
Yes, it
And
is.
for me to get an umbrella, next time I come here, I suppose I must also be pregnant. Say something.
I'm grateful. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you
indeed.
very much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what we have just witnessed are beautiful stories of Zambians. And it is great to see that these stories have been documented, but not just documented. Somebody has taken note, and they have done something about it. It's not every day that you are called out of this huge population and you're recognized for your noble efforts. So congratulations once again to all the award recipients, those that have been recognized. And of course, we're grateful to the President for taking note of these great men and women of our country.
Well, they emulate the founding fathers of the two countries, don't they? If you consider what Dr. Kaunda and his team did, Dr. Nyerere and what his team did. In fact, those two were so close, they started looking alike.
Is it?
Just go back into your mental library.
Okay, I will look at the pictures.
Imagine the way they comb their hair. It was always going west.
All right.
The safari suits.
Okay.
Um,
What about the famous KK Chitenge cross? Did that also?
the toga.
Yes.
Well, I'm not too
They
sure
had
whether,
that.
but
But they also, there's something they did not have in common.
which was
Their handkerchief.
the handkerchief
Their handkerchief.
And
that
the
was
mus-
the only thing.
and the
missing.
mustache.
Okay.
Yeah. But have you noticed how, in the few days that the president now, in fact, in a few hours, with the president of Tanzania, are beginning to look like brother and sister?
They already are.
Of course, but I mean, as in same parents.
Oh, I see. I see.
It's the issue of staying.
Brotherhood and sister.
Absolutely. Let's talk about the theme, because it's very interesting that it is speaking. Did you drop your program? You want to pick it? No, I know you can't. All right, let me do this for you. Here you go.
Thank you.
So let's talk about the theme, because the theme speaks to what the government is aiming to do, which is to ensure that everybody gets, or at least all areas, get what they deserve through accelerated national development, through equitable distribution of resources. What is that telling you?
Well, that really tells me that we all have a responsibility to do something in line with bringing development. As the leadership of our country do their part to ensure that there is development in all the 10 provinces of Zambia, we also have a responsibility of doing our part to ensure that we not only access this wealth that we have, but we also work towards the common goal that is being laid by our leadership of ensuring that we have development at national level. So It doesn't matter which part of the country you're in. It doesn't matter whether you're a teacher, whether you're a doctor, maybe a farmer, an entrepreneur, maybe you're Sampa the Great, singing your music and contributing in the area of the arts. Do your part. I do my part, you do yours. Together we do our part. We achieve this accelerated development.
Right. And I told you Sampa the Great is my immediate younger sister, did I? Right. The whole story behind all this is that it's all about being focused on people's welfare.
Right.
And I think this is what the president and his team is aiming to do, but it won't happen by itself. Let's move on to some entertainment. And as we get set for entertainment, James Sakala is our next act. There will be a photo shoot which will follow. We do expect to hear from the two presidents. They'll be making their statements, and we will obviously entertain the recipients for this occasion this afternoon.
So we move to entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, we bring to you Zambia's celebrated artist, James Sakala. A round of applause.
Let's make him feel welcome.
Ologani msinje kalamukani mawa mawa bidani mkaone tiko ologani msinje kalamukani 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 ati kalamukani 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 ati kalamukani. Ntawi yafika bana banga ye ologani msinje kalamukani mama wa bidani mkaone tiko ologani msinje kalamukani 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 nati kalamukani 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 nati kalamukani osati kwebede osati gada osati kwebede osati gada osati vingazi osati gada osati vingazi osati gada osati ukusa osati gada osati ukona osati gada osati gada osati ntawi yafika bana banga ye ologani msinje kalamukani mawa mawa bidani mkaone tiko ologani msinje kalamukani 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 nati kalamukani 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 nati kalamukani 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 nati kalamukani.
That was James Sakala reminding us to wake up, Galamukani. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, would now like to invite the Defense and Security Choir. A round of applause.
Ai toto, ai toto, hey, ai toto, ai toto, hey, ai toto, ai toto, hey, ai toto.
One Zambia, one nation. Twikatane, nife bantu bamo. Twikatane, nife bantu bamo.
Twikatane, nife bantu amozi. Twikatane, nife bantu amozi. Nife bantu amozi. Nife bantu amozi.
Che. Ah, nife bantu amozi.
Twikatane, nife bantu amozi. Twikatane, nife bantu amozi.